Now, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he's ready for a partial deal with Hamas to return some of the hostages. Netanyahu said that after the end of the intense phase in Gaza Strip, Israel would redeploy some forces to the north, primarily for defensive purposes.
אבל אחרי סיום השלב העצים, תהיה לנו אפשרות להעתיק חלק מהכוח צפונה. ואנחנו נעשה את זה. קודם כל למטרות הגנה, ושנית, כדי להחזיר גם את התושבים שלנו הביתה. אם נוכל, נעשה את זה בדרך מדינית, אם לא, נעשה את זה בדרך אחרת. אבל אנחנו נחזיר את כולם הביתה, את כל תושבי הצפון וגם תושבי הדרום.
כלומר, זה בטווח של חודש.
סיום השלב העצים?
כן, עד חודש.
בקרוב מאוד.
Israeli officials have described Rafah as the last Hamas stronghold in the Gaza Strip. In early May, troops entered the southern city on the besieged territory's border with Egypt, despite global alarm over the fate of Palestinian civilians sheltering there. Netanyahu's interview to Channel 14 network is his first with Israeli media since the war began with Hamas on October 7th last year. Netanyahu's interview was aired while his defense minister arrived in Washington for talks on the Gaza war and surging cross-border tensions with Lebanon's Hezbollah movement.
In these meetings, I will discuss developments on the Gaza front, the Lebanon front, and they have a crucial importance at this time. We are prepared for any action that may be required in Gaza, Lebanon, and in other places as well.
Yoav Gallant, accompanied by the Israel Defense Forces Deputy Chief of Staff, will meet the U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin as well as the Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Joe Biden's Special Envoy Amos Hochstein, who was recently on a West Asia trip. Gallant's visit comes as Netanyahu repeated his claim that the Biden administration is presiding over a dramatic drop in arms shipment to Israel in recent months, a charge that has angered U.S. officials, who have described it as perplexing. Meanwhile, Lebanon's Hezbollah-affiliated Minister of Public Works and Transport has dismissed allegations that the Iran-backed group is using Beirut airport to store Iranian arms. He called the allegations ridiculous. A report in a British daily quoting an airport worker said that Beirut's Rafah Hariri International Airport is being used to store a variety of weapons, including ballistic missiles, unguided artillery rockets, and laser-guided anti-tank guided missiles.
The airport has been under attack not from today but for decades and has always been a destination to discredit Lebanon's reputation. I am holding this press conference to clarify that everything that has been written in the Telegraph is false and to say that there are no weapons entering or leaving Beirut airport. For me, the Israeli enemy is an enemy.
Now, correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us a report from Ranana getting us the Israeli perspective.
Defense Minister Gallant is in Washington for meetings with senior US officials. The focus is reportedly on diplomatic efforts to try to stop the war from expanding further and on US arms shipments to Israel. Now, Prime Minister Netanyahu has said that the Biden administration has been withholding some shipments over the past months, and some commentators are suggesting that these would be needed to deal with the threat from Hezbollah. The intense fighting against Hamas on Israel's southern border is expected to be over soon, with the IDF then expected to focus on defending Israel's northern border. That's after Hezbollah released a video in an apparent threat to key Israeli sites. Remember, Hezbollah has fired thousands of rockets into communities in northern Israel since the 8th of October when it joined in Hamas's attack, and Israel has been responding against Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. Netanyahu has suggested that Israel doesn't want a war with Hezbollah, but that Israel is prepared to fight on several fronts if necessary. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.